popular, perhaps because of that. So we'll see. That's going to be coming out, but obviously the Magic build has definitely been more popular overall.
Yeah, the Veil of Discord. Well, Vega's win condition really revolves around the time when Ember hits about level 10 and has his first item. I think that's when they'll want to do most of their fighting. So again, came back at last game and this game, Vega's lineup don't really have kind of burst damage required to get the OD before the OD gets any of his spells off.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, unless some maybe Remnant Initiation on top of Requiem or something like that, but yeah, it's not the heaviest burst damage team for that getting guaranteed off at least. So that could be an issue, no doubt, as Seneko here gets a very aggressive ward right off the bat. You also see Ake sneaking into the Radiant jungle meanwhile, getting it down at the rune spot.
The strange thing about these kind of pre-rune spawn warding shenanigans is the person who's smoked can sometimes see the person who's not smoked just because the smoke vision or your vision range is longer than the smoke break range. I'm not sure if you saw the Sand King there. I feel like someone pinged them out. I'm not sure if it was Brown or...
I think it was Ake actually here on Coddle. Yeah, he knows like he's going to be placing the sentry any second. Yeah,
oh,
they see it? Yeah.
He wanted the Batrider to be there.
In there, and yeah. Well played. Yeah, they saw him running back here after he placed his ward, so they saw he came from that area, so they figured, you know, probably going to be in that spot, and sure enough, they're correct. So good heads up there as Rubik.
Battle begins.
You're in trouble, good sir. He's going to lift up the Shadow Fiend. He's going to steal the rune, and by trouble, I mean he's making a great play.
Oh,
That was a hell of a play.
Thief in the Night.
Now, Mag on Underlord, he did take the top rune up here, so it ends up being 2 for 2 still. Nice ninja there.
So I believe this matchup mid is very, very skill-based. The OD starts with higher base damage than the Shadow Fiend. So if the OD plays a spell, he should be able to crush the Shadow Fiend in the lane.
So that typical case, it feels like Shadow Fiend needs a little bit of time early on. You know, get those Shadow Raises leveled up and start to get some last hitting as a result, because pretty weak last hitter until he gets those souls added up. Mag, top lane, going to be lifted back in. Underlord's usually considered pretty tanky, and not tanky enough this time. First blood comes out for Gork on the Luna.
They nerfed his aura too hard, so he can't survive in those scenarios anymore.
Really have an impact right there. So, and he also TP'd a little bit later than maybe he should have. He waited a little bit after the lift. I mean, obviously that's kind of a hindsight now, but he waited maybe a second or so, and obviously backfiring right there. So, start.
It looks like the Batrider is opting to jungle. He's probably prioritizing his gold farm over the experience, since his blink is their only way of initiating later in the game. So then Ember tried to push bottom lane to kind of force the hero back to bottom, and it looks like they got the Coddle down there.
Yeah, having that Iron Talon up here in the jungle as mentioned. So
He's
wanted to get that early farm.
He's not the fastest jungler. If you click on the ogre, you'll see it has 10 napalm stacks.
Jesus.
It's a lot of napalm just to kill one camp.
Yeah.
He's not even level 2 yet.
Yeah, well, when he gets level 2, obviously that changes it quite a bit, but getting there could be somewhat difficult, but he is almost there. And then obviously there's the change too with the whole clarity potions not being taken off now by damage from the neutral, so you can freely use that a little more efficiently. Also the salve if he finds it necessary, so showing that off there, and yeah, hitting level 2 and all of a sudden a little bit better now.
So Sand King figures he's not needed bottom since it's only a Coddle down there. He's moving around. Might look for a gank, or he might look for the Batrider maybe.
You see Odie is pushing up pretty far right here, but gonna be in too much danger, harassing G. The imprisonment as Seneko instead will rotate back into his own jungle, pick up his bounty rune. and continue to move around. So yeah, seems a little bit unsure of exactly where he wants to go. Dityaron, the Ember Spirit at the bottom lane. He is having a great time as expected, essentially having free farm by Coddle being down here now.
No.
But Coddle's just spamming out the way, and hell, he's level 3. Some okay farm from it. This isn't too bad.
I noticed something cool that Excalibur did this game and last game. He queues up pretty much his next 3 items on his quick buy.
Oh yeah. Gives us some good insight, but he is caught right there. So finally Seneko does find a target, and a good one at that. He's at half life, and obviously the raise to help finish him off. G getting credit for the kill. So that's big, because now all of a sudden Shadow Fiend has momentum here in this middle lane matchup. And that's not what you want to have if you're going up against a Shadow Fiend, so.
Yeah, once the Shadow Fiend hits level 5, he should have an okay time in the lane, since he'll just use raise to push out the waves. And Odie will be forced to last under the tower.
Coming in bottom lane from the Sand King. He's spotted here by the ward. Obviously Batrider reacting to that. They know that Batrider's not the easiest target to go on with that Fireflight, so gonna refrain from doing so for right now, but with Dityaron coming over, maybe that'll change things up. Fly away though, Coddle in his distance too. Does have boots, again that move speed, 380 move speed. Boots picked up now too. Pretty fast target early on in the game.
Yeah, Batrider's level 4 right now, so he's really strong. That's why he's trying to play up on the bottom lane. To keep their supports locked up and potentially find a kill.
Illuminate? It's not gonna hit though, it looks like. And actually the heal bomb returned. Now Batrider's wanted a little bit of trouble. And the final auto attack, yes, is gonna be enough right there. Catapult even got the credit for the kill. So down goes Batrider, and now Seneko running with a haste trade. This should be a dead Coddle on top of that. The healing wave on top, and down goes Coddle. So good job with the shadow wave, that is. And 2 for nothing there. Favorite Vega squadron.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So much
The Batrider missed his flame break, so that kill didn't work out. But it would have been really close either way.
Yeah, and he was kind of committed at that point too. So in a spot where they were able to turn him, and that they did. So well executed by Vega squadron again. As Seneko attempting to go for a bounty rune, I believe, but not there. So just scouting things out. Does have a couple of observer wards on him. 3-3 is really going to add up these napalm charges. But here comes Shadow Fiend, and now all of a sudden Batrider is the one in a little bit of trouble. Bottom charge is going to be activated by Shadow Fiend. Get some raised damage. The Firefly will take out Sand King, but at what cost now? Even Dityaron making his way in. Can he get the Searing Chains off? Yes, he can. The raise easy. Easy peasy. On to Batrider.
Meanwhile, at top,
This is on. Underlord, Pit of Malice. He has a TP coming in, actually. Mag, he's going to be fine. Even the Shallow Grave going up, not even necessary. Allowing him to walk away, so good time in there. Even without the heal, he might have still lived, but it was going to be close, actually. Safe than sorry there.
it's interesting to note that since the Coddle left top lane, they actually didn't have kill potential on the Underlord, so Underlord was able to hit level 5. Those very critical levels.
Yeah. He's got that Firestorm level 3 now. It's a lot of wave clear damage and great for farming. Of course, the Arcane Boots are coming too. Yeah, very, very good right here. You mentioned OD. Yeah, he's got all those items clicked up, good to go. So it's going to be the treads into the staff, into the Dragon Lance right here. Pretty typical stuff on an OD.
That should help.
Surprising
That
to see.
seems to be the build. He's probably gonna get the he's got the 4 stuff queued up first. Odie needs all the kind of anti-gank potential he can get, since Odie doesn't really farm very well.
Oh, almost got in trouble right there, but Sand King puts down the ward. He's going to be going in, actually.
He doesn't have
He's
Astral
using
either.
imprisonment. Yeah, that was a very greedy move by Excalibur. I feel like he saw Sand King, right? Like, oh, maybe not. It was dark right there, so it is nighttime. Guess maybe he didn't.
He moved up as if he was trying to break a smoke.
Yeah.
And then he just didn't have the vision, I think. He assumed that if the Sand King wasn't close, then he wasn't getting ganked, but the Sand King had vision, so the Sand King kind of averted his vision.
Well, whatever the case, Odie goes down, so all that queuing up behind him is going to be delayed a little bit. Ember Spirit is going to be going the typical build as of late, the Veil of Discord here. into the Magic despite playing more in the one position, which is a little bit different. Shadow Fiend, though, I want to go back to him. I mean, he's got his Ring of Aquila now. What do we think Shadow Fiend's going to get here? Is it going to be the Shadow Blade, or what do you think?
Most likely a Dragon Lance, and then maybe a Sanjin Yasha and BKB this game, since there's going to be that timing where his team's going to want to push and he's going to want to be strongest at that point.
Want to fight,
So
yeah.
Shadow Blade doesn't really help you, doesn't help him accomplish what he wants to accomplish, which is
Oh! Sorry, Mag is... Oh my god, the play break! Okay, he is going to be able to take... I was going to say, if he doesn't get this kill, that's going to be pretty critical. I mean, Underlord basically had no life as he found him, so... Good job getting the kill at least, but yeah, so it makes sense though. Yeah, Shadow Blade maybe not necessarily going to be the... Well, he has it queued up, so he feels differently.
Are fortified.
Yeah, so he did that last, or one of the Shadow Fiend did that last game, or the
Sure,
game
they
before.
changed it,
Last
yeah.
game.
Tanking. Is he dead right here? I mean, it's not enough damage just yet. Adding up the napalm charges, I think he is going to die, but he dies to the neutral creeps. Well played right there by Seneka. If you're going to die, might as well be taken out by the Ancients.
And Ake gets away with 24 HP bottom.
Oh, wow. Ember Spirit almost committing to a kill for him, but Ember Spirit even getting low himself, so be a little careful with that. He's going to port back to base. Regen on up. Time, so I'm going to see if he has a Remnant, actually, but he doesn't, so we'll have to walk back. Shadow Fiend, though, yeah, again, he still has that queued up, so keep a close eye on that, but like he may end up getting the Shadow Blade after all, as mech in the works for Underlord. How about Luna, by the way, though? Helm of the Dominator, of course, finished. That with just the brown boots currently. Heavy priority.
I think she was using the helm to help her stack the Ancients, which is triple stacked right now. And they might catch her.
Yeah, she's in trouble. Searing Chains comes out. There's a Burial Strike follow-up, but it's out of range. Oh, no. If that hits, that's an easy kill. It does not, though, and Gork is going to survive, it looks like. Man, that's unfortunate. It's only level 2 Burial Strike, so just not enough.
Dazzle's gonna go down bottom, I think.
Is under attack.
Yes, he is. By the supports on the other side, so played there. Man, missing that kill on Luna, that's pretty critical, because that should have been a free kill, yet come up short.
Oh, Rider's doing the Ancients. I forgot you could do this now.
Yeah, I was looking at this too. Jeez, he's so efficient with this. You mentioned the stack from the Helm of the Dominator, and Batrider's like, yeah, I'm gonna get my Blink Dagger with this. And he's gonna have it here, and a couple more kills, so. Efficient farm.
They have Eclipse and they have Lasso, so they might try to smoke and go for a big team fight bottom. Luna's gotta play it safe though. She's gonna not know that the Shadow Fiend's here.
Requiem, boom, goes the dynamite.
It's well played by the Shadow Fiend. Luna would have had no idea that the Shadow Fiend had an Invisor in there.
Yeah. Yeah, he did end up going to the Dragonlance, so similar to the game before, as you mentioned. He still has that Shadow Blade queued up, but
Dire's top tower is under attack.
maybe almost a troll of sorts, but
Doing it to trick anyone that was stream sniping.
there you go. Next level preparations right there. No, but obviously coming into play, and good job with that Invisor and making use of it. Finding the free kill onto Luna. That's got to feel good about that. So Ember Spirit, meanwhile, he actually went bots first. He didn't even get the Bailey Discord, just going right into the bots here. Is that a little greedy, you think, or does that make sense?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He might feel that he's required to push out the lanes for his team and still be able to fight, since maybe he felt that the Veil wasn't gonna help him fight at this particular stage of the game.
Dire's top tower
Also, there's a Lasso bottom.
Yeah, it's on Dazzle, though. Can he get the Shallow Grave off? He cannot. So they will kill him pretty quickly, but again, is that really the prime target you're looking for? It's better to get something, to be fair, but
is under attack.
would have liked something else.
Underlord's probably gonna lay down a Firestorm and TP out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That could get scary.
Cuddle's looking for him.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
this is, he's gonna be stopped. There we go. The Eclipse comes out, and down goes Underlord. Yeah, saw that one coming. You mentioned Coddle happened to snipe him in the last second too, and that gave them the easy chance to find him. So they're just going to split tower push right here. As Ember Spirit, he's porting back to base. Okay, he's going to regen. He has a remnant top. Set himself back. They can't even kill this tower, actually.
Radiant's middle tower
Bottom lane. And they're going back for it. Okay, they should be able to now, but...
They don't have Eclipse, and their Lasso's down for half a minute. So they're actually, even if they wanted to defend the top tier 2, they probably wouldn't be able to.
Oh, fortification coming out, so going to delay it, obviously, but that's going to be tough. And it's not going to kill, though, so they are going to choose to defend it, despite what you're suggesting right there.
Or
no Eclipse, but...
Maybe what I should have said. It's not possible for them to kill the enemy team there.
Gotcha. Vega Squadron decides better of it. No point in forcing a fight. They're feeling pretty good about how things are going themselves right now, I'm sure. In fact, over to that net worth I had on CS still. We got, yeah, G way up there. 8,000 net worth, leading the way quite a bit. BKB is going to be the next item, so yeah, he is not going to be going the Shadow Blade here, at least just yet. BKB to follow up, and kind of think that's what you were suggesting earlier, in fact. So yeah, with all the team fights going on, it just feels like these stats, as well as having that magic immunity, is going to be pretty powerful.
Especially against Eclipse and OD right clicks. Coddle, or okay, maxes Illuminate first over Chakra on Coddle, because it's really important that he's able to defend the towers.
Mentioned that being a strength of him in this matchup here, so he agrees. Prioritizing that, gonna spam out this creep wave here. Get some farm. Of course, the eventual Ags would be liked on him just like last game, but he's going the Force Staff first. It's gonna be rooted right here, and the big burst damage on top, but not enough damage though. And now Digga, careful not to get stunned. He is gonna get stunned, but Flame Guard's up, so he'll be fine. And now he has team support, in fact, so almost trying to bait them out the Burrow Strike, just missing again. Man, the range on these Burrow Strikes just coming up short.
Ember has a blink queued up.
Oh. Is this going... I mean, he would have already gotten Battle Fury if he was planning to do that, right?
Usually Ember's, if you're going the Battle Fury route, you would get the travels before the Battle Fury anyway.
Well, that's what I'm kind of getting at. I mean, is there potential he still could do that, or is this still going to be the...
I think he's getting the blink so he can initiate. Since his team doesn't have that initiation, and... Hold on.
Oh, they do on the other side. Eclipse comes out. Got some nice bounces, but the Remnant was ready. Oof.
The Eclipse was slightly slow. It would have been close either way.
Yeah.
So as I was getting at, I think, or Vega's probably looking to push at some point in the near future, especially when SF gets his BKB. So they're probably going to use Ember to initiate. Sand King's not going to get his blink anytime soon.
Man, this net worth graph is quite the storyline in this game. It's heart rate monitor just up and down, up and down, up and down. This is pretty crazy to look at. Didier, though, he is going in pretty aggressively. Has follow-up, but not really, I guess. The stun in the background on Vega G. He has a double damager, and so he definitely wanted to fight there, but unable to get close enough. But he has that BKB as well, so they definitely would not mind fighting. Mech going to be popped there by the Underlord. Gonna wait for the next creep wave. Go back in perhaps, but yeah, they got a double damage like I said, so feeling pretty confident. But look at this Coddle, man. Blinding Light, Illuminate, he is really keeping them off. Tower.
Horde's gonna avoid fighting this since their Eclipse is on cooldown.
I think Vega's very aware of that, of course, too. Oh, the Searing Chain just missing power, but the Pit of Malice will catch the Rubik. That's a dead Pablo right there. Mega kill streak for G, actually. So good execution there from Vega.
It's also pretty cool to note that the net worth graph, it only fluctuates by 600 gold. It's really not a lot. They're pretty even.
Very even. I mean, you look at who's on top. Shadow Fiend's obviously well ahead of anyone, but it's that supporting cast is struggling, though, so it's kind of the give and take type deal for them. But, I mean, the important item for Sand King is that Blink Dagger, and he has 1,300 gold, so he has it queued up, of course. That's coming along pretty nicely here for him. I feel like we've seen this a couple times lately, where Shadow Fiend's going to get a pretty early butterfly. At least he has that queued up here.
And Shadow Fiends typically want to be as tanky as possible, and Butterfly offers damage and tankiness. Especially since Odie and Luna don't like buying MKBs. Again, going back to last game against the PA. So a lot of heroes just don't like buying MKBs in general. Not part of their usual item rotation.
Yeah. Well, maybe gonna force something out here if he eventually gets that Butterfly in the near future, and definitely at a rate where he's going to. And they're gonna group up and keep pushing. Obviously, Vega Squadron very confident that they have the better team fight at this point. I mean, Eclipse is ready to go now. Are you really wanting to fight at this point if you're Horde? I mean, it feels like even with the Eclipse, it's still pretty scary
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
fighting this, so.
Dire's top
They're gonna
tower is under
blast it
attack.
out, I think. It's really scary also finding into that Ember since he has a blink now.
Oh! Oh, this is awkward. God. I love the idea, but yeah, with the fortification, it kind of screwed up the timing right there. As far as porting everyone out. So a couple stay around, and yes, they're gonna get away, actually, so. Well, at least Underlord rotates mid, is gonna farm up that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Rubik
that's
took
what
Firestorm, which gonna make pushing into them even more annoying.
Yeah. That's a good job there by Rubik, and the Illuminate on top of that. Too shabby. Ember Spirit, so he is going to stick to the typical magic build here. No, it's just keeping hope alive. That, although I have to remind myself, do I really want to see a Battle Fury Ember Spirit again? Because those games were pretty boring, frankly, so maybe it's for the best that he's sticking to more of the traditional magic build here. Just
Traditional.
well, yeah, I mean lately, yeah.
Yeah.
The Veil here. It's a little later than usual, but still. Gonna be getting it. And they are rotating bottom lane. Oh no, Rubik. Might be caught, good sir. That's
Looks
gonna
like
be
it.
definitely caught. Throw strikes and
Seems-
Malice. Coming in, but oh my god, it actually keep him alive. Wow.
The Force Staff from
Dire's
Okay.
bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, the big saving plays. They're gonna lose a tower, but man, keeping the hero alive, pretty solid there.
Dire's
And
bottom tower has
Or mid to
fallen.
defend that. So obviously Horde is doing everything they can to avoid these fights. Similar to last game, really, but
They're waiting for the Odie and the Luna to get important items, which is, yeah, for both of them, it's pretty much BKB.
Bat Rider, the Force Staff to go with the Blink Dagger now.
So Vega's win condition is sort of to take as many towers early and then end with Aegis on the Shadow Fiend, and kind of want to counteract that. They want to take the game longer and they want to defend as many towers as possible.
I was meant to have this.
See some aggressive vision coming down from Horde right here. They saw Ember Spirit walking on by, but not gonna go too crazy, of course. Chasing him down. They do see Mag, but Underlord, a pretty beefy target, has that Hood of Defiance. And knows that the team is probably nearby. In fact, he'll pop the hood right there, just in case, preemptively. Bottom lane.
Might catch him. They have the Bat Rider ready.
Does he have a Remnant out? I
Radiant's
don't think he
middle
does,
tower
actually.
is under
Okay, he
attack.
does. Never mind.
Yeah.
Or does. What am I saying?
You can click the hero to see, usually. This is the Fire Remnant duration.
Aha! Oh. Look at that. Teaching me things. Appreciate that.
No
Shadow Fiend top
problem.
lane, pushing it out. He's got the Eagle Song. It's
There
almost
was
done.
something important that was about. I can't remember what it was.
I'm sure you'll think of it when it comes back up. Blink Dagger on tanking, that's important.
Oh yeah, the Ember's really underfarmed considering that Ember should generally be close to the top of the net worth chart.
Yeah.
And part of that is Horde's doing a really good of pressuring the lanes and being really scary. They're like Horde's playing in the fog half the time. So you'll see even at top, Vega's kind of hesitant to go anywhere near that base, even though Horde's in the enemy jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Got
attack.
the Alpha Wolf picked up by Gork here on Luna. Of course, typical pick up there as far as controlling with the Helm of the Dominator if you're going to be pushing, farming,
Radiant's middle tower
and making
is
use of
under
that
attack.
aura. That BKB would like to have that finished before a fight breaks out, no doubt. Gonna happen, and also on OD, finishing his own BKB. Be nice, he's a little bit longer away. Caliber doing what he can to get their middle lane. They are going to jump Pablo with a Burl Strike, but he's going to get caught, actually. Pit Mouse comes out. There's the blinding light pushback. Is going to live again. Oh my gosh, he is not going to live in the end. Batrider lassos on a Dazzle, though. They will finish him off, so it ends up being a 1-for-1. How long it took. Didier Ember Spirit is actually getting low as well, and the Sanity Sec left will take him out. So, making a 2-for-1, and Horde definitely coming out on top now. But we're not done just yet. Shadow Fiend, he still wants to fight. Running on over, doesn't have any kind of jump, though. Can't really catch anyone. All back.
Well, Shadow Fiend is the Tide Hunter of this game. Everyone wants to stay away from him.
Yeah.
Can't hit him at all. I'm sensing that both teams feel like the other team might take Roshan if they're not careful. So they're setting up a lot of wards around Roshan, and they're making sure they always have a couple of heroes around it.
Radiant's middle tower.
Look, that's a vision on either side of what they can see, and yeah, both see pretty much around that Roshan pit, so no doubt being a priority here. And now we go into the Roshan pit. G leading the way, so again, they can't really see in the pit, obviously, and their vision was taken away, so this is a good timing here for Vega Squadron.
Yeah.
They're gonna get it most likely.
Even if Horde know that Vega's doing Roshan here, I don't think they want to fight it, just because they don't have vision, and it's so hard to fight without vision with as a Batrider.
Nah, he's got the blind jump, but yeah, it's not worth it. G picks up the Aegis, and that will be the free Roshan kill in the end. So Vega Squadron, talk about some momentum. He's picked up right there, but and you look at the graphs, it suggests that Horde's actually leading in this game, both in net worth and experience by even 7,500. So Luna and OD both individually getting far. It goes back to what you were saying earlier with the Ember Spirit. Really has been a little bit slow here, and gonna be going even now Soul Booster into the Octarine Core? Really? So he's just skipping the Villa Discord here.
That
Curious
is
choice.
Interesting. He might. Maybe he's just trying to get as many steering chains as possible.
Dire's middle tower is under
Oh.
attack.
Huh. I mean, I guess we're relying more on Shadow Fiend, excuse me, because of the farm that he's had. That he's going to be your big damage dealer, and yeah, instead perhaps going more for the crowd control.
There's not a lot of items that will help Ember immediately.
Dire's middle tower has
I'm not sure if Octarine is one of them, but it definitely helps more than the Veil, since a lot of their damage is going to be coming from the right click on Shadow Fiend. Usually when Embers buy the Veil, they're trying to take as many fights as possible with it.
Yeah.
It's that phase of the game is over. Figure he doesn't want that anymore.
Never refuse gold.
Bottom lane, Underlord, and not the prime target though. So, and actually there's support coming over. If they jump, geez, yeah, that could have got dangerous. Batrider was interested, but Shadow Fiend and Dazzle making their way over, so not worth it. They fall back. Chrysalis now picked up on Shadow Fiend, so yeah, the damage from this Shadow Fiend is most certainly powerful.
In mid lane, the Sand King tried to kill the Rubik. Rubik just walked away, and Epicenter was used.
This Rubik's proven to be tough to kill, man, especially with Coddle nearby. Bottom lane, though, Coddle, speaking of him, gonna get caught. Requiem of Souls doesn't really hit. Max distance kind of slowing them down, but they can't chase them, although Didier wants to. Remnant's going in, he will get the kill on a Coddle. He gets a BKB, who's had a Luna, actually, too. That's pretty big. Shorten the duration there, and now set it on cooldown. We're all positive there for Vega Squadron, and they definitely know that they pretty much have a free push now for the secondary tower, at least.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Luna getting a BKB this early actually hurts her farming a lot.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah.
I believe if she got a Manta, she might have been able to keep up farm with the Shadow Fiend, but they're probably scared of this scenario where they could just decide to push and...
Dire's bottom
Well,
tower
they are, and again, she doesn't have a BKB. Obviously, Vega's very aware of this. And they are going to take advantage, especially with that Aegis. G standing in the front, looking at trading auto attacks with the Scalar. We're going to be lifted, though. It's where it could get a little dangerous. Even pops a shallow grave just in case. Blinding light, maybe. Oh, I pushed it. Oh, he gets sent back in the last second, though. Man. Hell of an attempt by Ake. But he will live. That would have been huge, man. If they put that would have been Aegis at least.
Odie has a lot of intelligence stacks right now, so they might try to do something with it.
Yeah, 28 on him. Out the bottom lane does have that Shivas now as well, so choosing that over the BKB first himself. That makes
Provides
sense.
a lot of survivability against the Shadow Fiend, since almost all of the damage that Dire is taking this game is going to be from the Shadow Fiend. Ember is nowhere near any damage items.
The 2,400 gold saved up, and he has the Veil even queued up. He's had it queued up for several times this game and hasn't ended up getting it, so I'm really not trusting that at this point.
He's probably manually buying the Octarine soon.
Yeah, seems like it is just going to be straight Octarine here. Is it even like, do you even get Veil at that point later on in the game? Is it still worth it?
Probably not. Feels like Ember's treating himself as a teamfight nuisance, just steering chainsing people and staying out of the middle of the fight.
Pablo being crafty over here. He's blinking on through. He actually has the Fire Remnant ability. Okay, that's what I'm...
You know what it is, though? You know how the Shadow Fiend was trying to mask his quick buy? The Ember's doing it too, in case someone's stream sniping them, right?
I guess so. I guess that's the tactic. Coddle, by the way, is going to get picked. Good job. He got forced out for it. I don't know if that was himself or obviously the enemy team, but not the direction he wanted, and he goes down. Now, Aegis was just reclaimed right there, so if you're Shadow Fiend, you got to be a little more careful. And Hurricane Pike will push him back, but again, he has a Dazzle to protect him.
Oh.
Man, that damage, though. Yeah, you got to be really careful. Synergy Clip almost connected. But he had the BKB up, and he got saved, and now here goes the Dark Rift. Light is not going to happen because Coddle's dead. Although,
wow.
Oh, what a play right there. Now, Sand gets pulled in. He's going to die, and now the run is on. Shadow Fiend looks like he'll be fine, but they do always want to fly a Dazzle. I guess without blinding light.
They're smoked up, they're still chasing.
But they're actually going to catch G. That's a huge kill if they can manage to get him, and they might actually in the blink in.
Oh, he misclicks.
Did himself. The imprisonment. Oh, that's key. Because, yeah, if he hits Shadow Fiend there, I mean, they're probably going to kill him.
Yeah, happens to the best of us.
Hell of a play to make that an effort, at least. I mean, more staff, though. That was fun to watch.
Radiant's
Obviously,
middle
with more
tower is under
experience playing against the hero Underlord, now that he's been out for a little bit. Kind of know how to work around that Dark Rift by obviously knocking out enemies using those 4 staffs. In that case, on the Underlord, and it caught them off guard. So, good job.
Normally, not a lot of ways to deal with that Dark Rift. My friends are always joking that they should change the Dark Rift spell so that it leaves one of his teammates behind. Just as a joke, because it's too strong right now.
Just randomly chooses. And you're left behind, yeah, the sacrifice. Sentry Ward placed down up here, but obviously not going to connect onto any Observer Ward. Instead, just double checking. Ember Spirit putting out the bottom lane, and now he does have the BKB queued up. So, not going to have it now, though, and actually, he's probably dead. Yeah, he's definitely dead. In fact, Burrow Strike from the Sand King with the lasso will keep Ember Spirit nearby. It's a Kira now. G on that Shadow Fiend, though. He's in shade. It's a blinding light again, though. Causing issues, and now they catch the Shadow Fiend, but there is more backup here, so you got to be careful committing if you're Horde Eclipse. No, it's not going to be used just yet. He has it, though. Hood of Defiance coming out. Laser from Rubik in the background. Dark Rift going to be activated now. He's being pulled back, though. BKB popped, but he pushed for it again. They did the Forest Staff, and now Shadow Fiend is left behind with the BKB. Going to be wearing off in any second. There we go. Flame break backwards, and that's a dead Shadow Fiend. He has a buyback, but what coordination from Horde right there. They are playing around this Dark Rift beautifully this game.
Really are. And this Odie's getting so many free hits off in fights, especially since Vega weren't really in a position to help their Ember there, and they just got picked off one by one afterwards.
That was critical because, again, he has a buyback, but Ember Spirit's still going to be resurrecting here, I guess, in a couple of seconds. It probably is going to need to use if they want to save these racks. Can they is the question. Dazzle's coming out. It's just not going to be saved. It's going to happen too quick to the damage, the bleed damage of the Luna Glaives. way too much to handle. They still want to fight. It's going to Eclipse is still ready to Sanity's Eclipse. Speaking of that, gets the kill on a Dazzle. Mag is going to barely limp back to base. No, not enough. Double kill, ultra kill, monster kill for Excalibur. And they're going to start cleaning out the rest of the base as the Glaives again continue to bounce. They're going to go for tier 4 and say, why not? Well, you got us an Ember and a Sand King. We're feeling good.
Vega sort of missed their timing to win this game, and part of that was the Caudle did such a good job of defending towers. Slowed down Vega enough for Horde to get their items.
Yeah, speaking of Caudle, I think Caudle, he's MVP this game. He not only with the counter push, Requiem of Souls in the background, by the way, they pick off Sand King. Lasso onto Shadow Fiend, he dies, the buyback is successful, but GG, well played. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be a game number 3 as a result. So Horde, they do not let that first game get to them too much, despite an 80-minute loss nearly. They come back in game 2, and they go with a vengeance and looked very good. But yeah, the Caudle, the blinding lights throughout, the counter push, 4 stats. I don't know if it was him necessarily in those fights, but man, they could not make use of that Dark Rift.